What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I wanted to have a serious discussion, a different kind of discussion, and one that I didn't foresee me talking about, and talking about Mads Mikkelsen. Now, I want to make it very clear, based off the title or based off of what you're going to hear me say, I do like the guy. I think he is more of a down-to-earth celebrity type guy that you can possibly have, right? There's some that are very much in their own ego. There's some that pretend to care or pretend to know things or know what's best for us normal people, even though they have absolutely no idea. I don't sense that from him. Not that I am a Jedi and my Force sensitivity is very high, but I've just never really gotten that vibe off of him, and I've just never heard him say anything too stupid or too, kind of out there that makes me kind of question who he is as a human being. So I want to make that very clear, but what I also want to say is he doesn't have the greatest integrity, and I think that's kind of fair to say. So this is a shot at him, but at the same time, I will say, I do understand circumstances, and we'll talk about it in the video. So to kind of recap and just say what's going on, basically a few days ago, I think he did an interview where he talked about that he wishes he would have talked to Johnny Depp about Grindelwald, okay? Just about his character, about, playing the role, stuff like that. But he really wished he would have just sat down and talked to him, or would, and not like he had the opportunity and he denied it. I don't think he ever had the opportunity, but he wanted it. He wanted the opportunity to just do it. But now I heard that first, and I was like, okay, makes sense. There's really nothing wrong there, okay? You know what I mean? If you're Mads Mikkelsen and you're not, Johnny Depp's gone, he's off the face of the earth, he's exiled from Hollywood, maybe you're not allowed to talk to him, maybe there's just never been a sit-down opportunity with the guy, maybe Johnny Depp's not allowed to talk, whatever it may be, okay? I understand that. But the next part, which is what I saw, when you guys are seeing this a day or two ago, this is what made me angry, is he talked about how he thinks it's unfair. He thinks it's unfair what happened to Johnny Depp, that he lost his job over what was going on. And he said, but then he said, but that's just the way it is, or that's just the way it goes, or, or he said, the show must go on. Like the third Fantastic Beasts movie, the show must go on, so we have to keep moving forward. That is really what rubbed me the wrong way, and I think it's just one of the stupidest comments you could say. So again, I don't think Mads Mikkelsen is a terrible person, okay? But I do think he doesn't really have integrity in almost anything. And I will make that direct shot because, it's actually my friend Degenerate Jay. If you guys don't know who he is, great guy. He's been on videos before. I tweeted this out, and he tweeted back to me, and he said, this would be the equivalent of if YouTube took down my channel. YouTube was like, okay, Alex, no, not even took down my channel. It said, Alex, you're kicked out. For some reason, you're kicked out of Podcast Now. Hey, here's somebody else, some other YouTuber, say Degenerate Jay. Hey, you now take over his channel. So you'll have your channel and you'll have his channel. Here's all the money, you'll earn from it. Here's all the pros of it. Here you go. And then that person saying, well, I don't really like what you did, but okay, I'll take the channel. I'll do whatever I want with it. It's well, no, that's pretty stupid of you. That's pretty low of you, and that's where I stand on it. Look, really, it boils down to you have to pick a side. You have to pick a side in this. And I know people are getting tired of hearing about Johnny Depp. I'm sure of it. I know people are getting tired of hearing about Amber Heard. I'm sure of it. One of the biggest things that happened in that Aquaman 2 post, when they said they're starting to film, and you have all the people, including myself, saying, oh, well, Amber Heard's still there. That's fantastic, right? In that, you also got people saying, can't we just let this go? Or, well, it's a movie, and there's a lot of people working on it, and it's just her that we have an issue with. Can't we just put it aside for the movie? Well, here's the deal. Ultimately, people will do that. Actually, the entire cast and crew has already done that, right? People that go watch the movie, if they're aware of the situation, and if they don't like Amber Heard and what she's done, and they go see the movie, they have, in that way, put aside that thought. Okay, so people will do it, and people have done it. But the point is it right to do? And by the way, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm not saying you don't have to do it. You do whatever you feel you want to do. You do whatever you feel is right, and or if you don't care. By the way, that's perfectly acceptable. But what I'm saying in this whole Mads Mikkelsen situation, even the Amber Heard stuff, is, but it is happening. These things are real. These things are happening, and inadvertently you pick sides. So Mads Mikkelsen did have an opportunity. Now, am I saying I want him to commit career suicide, which is what it would be, and say, you know what? No, you're wrong to have fired Johnny Depp. It's not right. I'm not taking this job, and you need to rehire him. Would that have been would that have destroyed his career if he did that? Most likely it would have. But was that the right? Would that be the right or wrong thing to do? I think that would probably be the right thing to do. And here's the reason why I know it's the right thing to do. It's because he believes it. He admitted it in the interview that he believes it was unfair. He literally said it. It's unfair to Johnny Depp that he was fired because of the situation. Well, if you feel that way so seriously, if you truly believe it was unfair, don't take the job. Don't take the job, and then if you want, that's probably the easiest and first thing to do. If you really believe that he was fired unfairly and that it was stupid and he should just be back, don't take the gig. Say, no, not for me, or no, I'm not doing it. And then if you want to take that extra step and say, hey, rehire him. I'm on his side. A lot of people are, and I'll get to that in a second, right? Rehire him. That is taking a more, that's going to put yourself in more danger, right? That may alienate you from some of Hollywood. That is more of, I hate to say it, but that's more of even the activist route, right? If you wanted to be a quote unquote, which I think is just probably really stupid, and nobody would do this in Hollywood, right? Like a real activist in that way, where you really are passionate about what you're speaking to, then he would do that. And I'm not saying he's any less of a person or anything like that for not doing it, but I think just an easy no, I'm not going to take the gig. It would be very simple. It wouldn't hurt him. It's not going to hurt him. I mean, it was basically almost a fan casting, right? That people said, well, if Johnny Depp's gone, that sucks. We don't want anybody else, but if we had to, Mads Mikkelsen kind of makes sense. And then the rumor mill started, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, Mads is saying, well, I haven't gotten a call yet, and then he gets a call and he's in. You know what I mean? It happened so quickly, so fluidly. If he really thought it was unfair, if he wanted to sit down, or he could have said that, if he wanted to take it, he thought it was unfair, all that stuff, he still could have said, well, I'll take the job because it seems like you really want me, but I want to talk to Johnny. I want to talk to him about the role, about the character, about where he maybe saw it going. I want to do that. And then if they say no, he says, well, maybe this isn't best for me. I mean, the guy has a lot of money. You know what I mean? It's not going to hurt him. The guy's rich. The guy's got a lot. He's got more money than you or I will ever have. And saying no to this role is not a big deal. He will have other roles in his life. He gets roles. I mean, he's in all sorts of movies and even like Death Stranding in terms of games, right? He's in all sorts of things. It's not going to hurt. So that's the thing. Like I like him, and I guess I want to like him, but this kind of thing is really, really rubbing me the wrong way about him. And it also speaks, by the way, you're taking a leap by saying what I'm about to say, right? I believe a lot of celebrities, and I think a lot of this has already been proven, but I think a lot of celebrities are on Johnny Depp's side, and they're just too afraid to say it. Now, some have said it. A lot of his exes have said it. Some people vocally in Hollywood, like big names, have said it, whether in interviews or just kind of casually, right? And kind of supporting him or saying, oh, he would never do that. That has happened. We need more of that, I think, and again, like if you really believe that, you maybe should be saying it. But I think Mads saying, that he thinks it's unfair, yes, it's just him saying it. Again, other people have said different things around around the same subject. But I think that really does signal a lot of people think the exact same thing. So that's an even better thing, right? If you believe it, if you know secretly that everybody else believes it, but they're just too afraid to say it, again, like I'm not demanding that you be some sacrificial lamb and you be like the leader of this pack. Like Mads Mikkelsen gets just thrown into the front lines to like lead this army, right? He never asked for that. He probably doesn't. Obviously, he doesn't want to do it. But, there is some sort of integrity there where you have to do something. Again, it goes to the YouTube thing. If my YouTube channel was taken out, somebody was given mine, I hope they would say, well, why was he fired, or why was he kicked out? And oh, well, I don't agree with that reason. Why did you do, like, you know what? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to take the job. And then if you want to go further and like petition and promote how great of a person I am or Johnny Depp is right in that situation, then you can do that. Again, that's not 100% necessary, but just the simple thing of turning the job down and maybe telling everybody else, like if everybody else believes the same thing, maybe Mads Mikkelsen knows other people that were being eyed for the role, maybe tell them, hey, you know what? Like, don't take the job. If you really, like if you have this kind of integrity, don't take the gig. And then all of a sudden, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 actors turn down the job, and maybe they think twice about it. Maybe they say, you know what? these guys are all in it together. Maybe we go back to Johnny Depp. I'm not saying that would happen because I think it definitely wouldn't. You would get somebody weak that would take the job, which was actually their first choice in Mads Mikkelsen, and that's the way it went, right? So, again, I get it. And also, I probably shouldn't apologize for just kind of taking a jab at like a Hollywood elite, quote unquote. Again, I don't think Mads Mikkelsen is some evil, sorcerer, but I am questioning his character a lot more now. So maybe I shouldn't apologize for going after these people. Again, they know they're higher than us. They believe they're higher than us, whatever you want to say, right? So that's where I stand on. I don't think anything I said was unfair. If you're a Mads Mikkelsen fan, you think I offended you, I would suggest not worshiping. And again, I suggest just not worshiping Hollywood. That's probably a good idea. And you could say maybe I do it for Johnny Depp. Not really. I just want justice. Literally, that's the whole point. And it hasn't happened yet. So when it does happen, then I'll shut up about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure, as always, you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you guys want to support us over on Patreon or YouTube memberships, we do have both of them. They're the exact same thing, just in 2 different spots. Patreon, the link's in the description. The join button is next to the subscribe button. You do get exclusive benefits for each perk that we offer. So you're not just supporting us just to support us. You actually get stuff for it. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the next video.